Hello, Lita of the future. This is a little conversation about being double booked and figuring out priorities. So something that's really been on my mind is this idea of adult friendships, letting some adult friendships go when it makes sense for that to happen. Also being okay with fewer friendships. But I'm definitely interested this year of 2025 in creating space in my life to bring in new friendships. So when I saw that my church's women's retreat was the weekend of April 26 and 27, and the topic of the weekend was like the power of sisterhood or the power of strong female friendships, something like that. But it was like right on the target of kind of like where my headspace is this year. And I was like, I gotta go to that. That sounds amazing. So it's in my calendar to go. Then I got an email saying that the spring game for the University of Oregon football team is April 26th, and it's going to be followed by a baseball game against the Beavers at the stadium there next to Autzen. So we went last year to the spring game. It was me, Oliver, and JJ. Timmy, I can't remember why you couldn't go, but you couldn't. And it was so fun. I'm sure, Timothy, you couldn't go because of a baseball conflict. It's always baseball, especially in the spring. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. And I told Oliver and JJ that we would go back this year if we could. And the high school games that weekend, I looked on the website, they're on the Friday. So in theory, we could go down at least part way Friday night, be there on Saturday for the game. We could stay Saturday night, come back Sunday, or come back Saturday night late, whatever. I mean, it's possible. That's what I'm trying to say. It is possible. So I'm like confronted with this conflict in the schedule for that weekend, because I did and do want to attend that women's retreat, but I also want to have that time with the kids, and like going to the football game and the baseball game is fun. It's really fun, and it's something that I can do with my kids, and we can share that experience together. And I guess I'm feeling like the priority for me right now, because the kids are teenagers, they're getting older, and Oliver is going off to college. Anyway, my internal kind of compass is telling me to prioritize the trip with the kids over the women's retreat, which I'm like, in a way, I'm just bummed. I'm bummed that they're both happening the same weekend, and I'm going to have to make a choice. So, obviously, it's still a month away, or 2 months. So, we're still in February, so it's 2.5 months away. Things can change. And if I had to make a choice today, I would choose to take the boys down to Eugene and have that experience with them. My goal over creating space for friendships in 2025, or, you know, friendships over the age of 50, and that it is a goal for 2025 to be sure. And I want to have some experiences with my kids that will stay with us forever, especially as they get older, and opportunities like that will be fewer and further between when we're together and can do things like that. So anyway, just reflecting on conflicts in the schedule and having to really sit with where my values are and what the emerging priorities are out of those values. And I think right now the higher value is having time with my kids. So, to be continued.